What's up, Gerald? How you doing, bro? Hope everything is well with you, man. Welcome for coming in. All right, welcome to the DMV Sports Show. Welcome. It's Saturday, as I always say. It's Saturday to hear the sports you want to hear on your weekend. We got a lineup, as we always do, that you wouldn't believe. Sit back and kick up your feet. There's a lot to talk about when we meet. Here we go. We also going to talk about the Washington Commanders. As I stated before, something happened, and it wasn't pretty. We're going to get to that in a minute. We're also going to talk about the Washington Wizards. Thank goodness their season is over, but who's going to be the number 2 in the NBA draft? What is the prospects? Well, I'm going to get to that as well. The Baltimore Orioles keep on winning, but they lost to the Royals 9-4. But we're going to talk about what happened and are they going to do it again this today? And the Washington Capitals, they finally made it to the playoffs. And you know what? They got a real tough matchup ahead, but we're going to get that to in a minute as well. And we're going to also talk about other topics with you guys. So the caller number is 512-543-4662. I say again, 512-543-4662. And also we have a former listener whose wife is in the hospital as well. His name is Gerald, and he's actually one of our regulars. We wish him the best in his family. Our prayers is in, to him as well. So with that being said, so Gerald commented, hanging in there. We would like for me to come on and talk some Cowboy news. Yeah, come on in. Calling number is 512-543-4662. Coming in, bro. So let's start the show. The Commanders, I feared this was going to happen, and I dreaded this because we have a history of stupidity. And sure enough, from what I read on the rumors, we got Gerald from Texas. What's up, Gerald? How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Trying to hang in there.
I'm glad you're hanging in there, man. You got people here who's with you. Okay, if you need to talk about it, we could talk about it.
She may get to go home Monday.
That's good. That's great news. So we were just talking about what happened over the wire here. So what happened? This rumor that's going around about the Commanders sitting down with all the prospects, including Jaden Daniels, and having this collective group interview. That was a big hit in the gut for Jaden Daniels, and he's upset. Now, I have spoken about this previously on my show about how we sometimes don't listen when it comes to trade talks and prospects, and we automatically do something stupid. Sure enough, it happened right off the bat. And sure enough, they didn't waste any time explaining how stupid they really are. They literally had an all panel of prospect quarterbacks sitting around giving an interview, knowing that they're going to select Jaden Daniels at 2, but then had another interview with J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, and Michael Penix and Bo Nix. And I'm like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you? You literally told this man that you were going to pick him, and then now you're sitting down with all these prospects giving an interview? What are you doing? What are you doing? And sure enough, Jaden Daniels' agent was adamantly upset, folks, about what had happened. And I literally just shook my head. I'm like, here we go again. Here we go again. And listen to this. I am right. So I need help from the panel. I got Big Steve. I got Gerald here. Coach is coming in a little bit later on, and then we probably get Lou. I need y'all opinion because right now I was right about this. This is getting bad. Big Steve, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing, How you doing, man?
I'm
good.
good.
I'm gonna say it like this, and I'll say it. This is business. Remember he was the general manager of the 49ers when they had Garoppolo, Trey Lance, Belter, and a kind of a rookie quarterback that just came in, Nate Purdy. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And they remember there are others used to play let's say, why you gonna bring Purdy in? Why you gonna bring this guy in? And he said, well, I got to bring him in because I got to give these guys competition and I got to do the same thing. Remember, it was a so-called former Bears coach Joe Gibbs that said, you know what? I have to bring competition in, okay? In order, look, I don't care if the Phillies got hurt. I don't care. You got to realize, you in Washington, D.C., this has been quarterback land for many years. If your feelings could get hurt, then guess what? You can't play the sport. Your feelings gonna get hurt. There's gonna always be somebody right behind your back waiting to take your spot. So if you can't live with that, then guess what? You got May, you got Penix, and Nick is slow. They sat behind people. And but you know, Penix the only one that started on 4 years. Remember, he registered at the first because he was hurt, but he started on 4 years. So guess what? We're telling this young man, and we're trying to make him a young man, not his agent, because the agent not getting on the field. You have to think about competition. You got to say, well, I'm the best of the best, and stop crying like, you're a man. You ain't no boy. You're a man. This is a man business. And you can get hurt. Look what happened to in St. Louis years ago. Remember when my man said Kurt Warner's gonna be the team when Chuck Curry got hurt. Kurt Warner gonna be the team, and that was it. Team around him, and what happened? Super Bowl. Same thing here. We don't need one man don't run no show. We can take this same offense with all these superstars and all these new players and get Penix or May or McCarthy or Bo Nix and run it, and we can do this is better than you can. So you best to be quiet and learn. Okay.
So I'm gonna come back to that. Let me get Gerald's perspective. What's up, Gerald? How you doing? What do you think?
That was a slap in the face.
Yeah, I feel that too.
Yeah, sorry about the noise, guys, but they're in here taking care of my wife right now, getting her cleaned up. So
no problem. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna mute you a little bit, Gerald, until you get that situation. No problem. But here's what I'm gonna say to that, Steve. That's right if you're on the field. If you're on the field and play, then yeah, you gotta sit there and toughen it up because you're gonna get your shot. This is totally different. This is before the game even starts, before the even season starts. You're going to have somebody.
You're not even on the team yet.
Right.
You're not even on the team.
Right.
You
But so, yeah, no. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You're not on the team, but you're giving. This is the same situation I was giving you with Kellen Winslow, and what we did with him. This is the same exact problem I was telling you about.
But you see what happened. It's for the greater good. I mean,
what greater good?
Greater good. And just like, you had, like Joe Gibbs. Remember, it was Winslow or John Keller. He not only did Joe Gibbs make this thing. Remember, it was him, Bester, and a bunch of them. They got together. Now this was with the new commanders. This is what remember. This general manager Bill 49. Remember, 49 was crappy after Wishbone left. They remember they was down below, and this man came in and he made them super. What they at now? 2 Super Bowls they've gone to. Even though they lost both of them, they went to Super Bowl. He built that team up, and now he's going to take this team. We got the money. We got players. All we need is somebody to drive the car. We don't necessarily need the house and trophy winner to drive the car. We could take Penix. Penix is smaller than Daniels. Penix not going to be. Penix is just as fast. Remember, he's faster than Daniels. Most people don't realize that he's faster than Daniels.
Okay. We got 2 other callers. We know we got Coach here. How you doing, Coach?
Okay.
Oh, I'm hanging in.
That's good. And we got also another caller. Caller, state your name for the record.
Kia.
How you doing, Kia? So this is what we're talking about, folks. We're talking about the latest news, trade rumors that's going on, not trade rumors, but football news rumors going around that the Washington Commanders had a sit down with all the quarterback prospects, including Daniels, and in Daniels' camp agent is not happy with that whole thing. And I was given a question, what do you think about that? And Steve gave his point, Gerald gave his point. Now I'm gonna ask Coach, and then I'm gonna ask Kia. Coach, help me out. What's going on?
Okay. I'm telling you, some reason his manager is thinking, that he should not be competing with that many quarterbacks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's exactly what, and I posted. I said he's going to have to compete against others no matter what, because he is a rookie.
So
he's a rookie because this is NFL.
Right, but here that's see what Steve was talking about. Steve was talking about how he's going to have to suck it up because when he gets on the field, he's going to have to toughen up. But what you were telling me was he's going to have to pay, he's going to have to compete no matter what. Only if he's on the field. But what if he's not selected at number 2? Then what was the toughness? What was the lesson?
Well, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still have the number 2 spot?
We do have the number 2 spot.
Okay.
Because Adam Peters said that he doesn't see any reason to go to trade down.
Yeah, because I saw something on Washington Commanders, and normally they come up with some good stuff, But and then I was asking myself, hey, why would you do that? Why would you go down to number 3 and then How many spots? How many chances are we going to get players? Is it going to be 9?
I think we have
Or
9.
what?
Steve, we got 9 picks, right?
Yeah, we got 6 in the first 100. That's about it.
Yeah, so we got 9
That's
picks
a good
total.
thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
That
that's
is a
why
good thing.
it's very important. Let me get Kia's perspective. Kia, what do you think about that story I was just commenting about? Okay. I will come back to you. No worries. So if you look at it like this.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no, welcome back. No worries. So what is your thought on the Commanders having these many interviews with these quarterbacks, knowing that they already suggested Jaden Daniels was going to be selected at 2, but now the agent is upset along with Daniels? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that it's always something with this team. That's for one.
Yeah.
And 2, we already knew that, that time was coming for them to get to a point that they would have to, go through that.
Right.
And I think, in my personal opinion, it was going to happen, sooner or later. And I think they need to do that because it should be, in my personal opinion, it should be a rude wake call for them to realize that everybody's not playing games this season.
That's good.
And not only that, it should make them realize too that they don't get their butt in gear, that they're going to be going through people to try to find the right person that they need to find.
Good point. And we got another caller just came in.
And they are going to have 4 quarterbacks. Now, darn well, they're not going to keep all 4.
They're going to have 3. Nope. They're going to have 3 and 1 on the practice squad.
Because what they're going to do, they're going to try to figure out who their best pick is going to be. And then once they figure out what their best pick is going to be, they might end up keeping 2.
Well, let me get to that point. That's a great point that you that you made, Key. Hold on, let me introduce this next person. This person is other than the co-host of the Enhanced Sports Show, none other than Louis Snore had just entered the room. How you doing, Lou? Oh, he just exited. Never mind. Oh, there he is. Okay.
I just want to apologize for last week. I'm sorry that it came down. I got all the interruptions. So I just wanted to apologize.
What you apologizing for, man? No. What are you talking about? No.
We're family.
Come on, man. No need to apologize for. You didn't ruin anything. You're family here. Yeah, exactly. Don't do that.
Thank you. That's very kind of you to say.
No, man, you good. But Kia just made a great point. So Lou, this is what happened, man. I'm glad you came in here because I wanted to get your perspective on 2 topics, but the first one I definitely need your appointment on. But so there was a rumor, football news rumor that Jane Daniels' agent and Jane Daniels himself are upset that the Commanders sat down with the prospects of quarterbacks that are about to enter the NFL draft this 2 weeks from now, or a week from now. I should say a week. No, yeah, a week from now. And
it's going to be Thursday night, right?
Thursday night, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thursday night. And literally he is beside himself. So Lou, what happened? Can you give me your synopsis on what happened?
Wait, I didn't quite understand the question.
Okay, my question is that the prospect, Jaden Daniels, is told by many analysts that he was going to be selected at 2 for the Commanders. What the Commanders did, they sat down with all the prospects, including Daniels, and the agent is livid that he had to sit with the other prospects just to find out if, because he was told he was going to select by the Commanders. But you're sitting down with all the prospects. Can you tell me what happened in your opinion? Do you agree with this or don't agree with it?
No, I agree. I think he has a right to be livid on that. He's expected to be the number 2 draft pick, and then he's got to talk to, all the other prospects. So, he's like, have you all lost your mind?
Exactly.
What's going on? Yeah, what kind of draft is this?
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
It doesn't go smooth anymore like the drafts used to back in our day. Now it's all chaotic and everything. Of course, everything has changed how the way the draft has been run now.
Yes.
I wonder why the commission put every year.
Yes, and this is why.
How many boos will receive next week?
Man, they might just throw the TV at the TV. They just might throw. They just might throw the TV at the TV. But see, this is what I'm saying. We're in a competitive nature. We cannot give away what we're going to do. You don't sit down with all the prospects and ask some questions. No, this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about when we had, I was just telling Steve about Kenlon Winslow when we were drafting Sean Teller, and Clinton Portis and Santana Moss had some hand in that, and all of a sudden his father, who played with Joe Gibbs, was like, hey man, you gotta draft my son. My son is really good. He's a good tight end. And Joe Gibbs like, okay, I will. All right. And then here comes Clinton Portis, Santana Moss. Oh my God, coach, look at this tape. You gotta get this guy. And Joe Gibbs goes, yeah, we gotta get him. But I just made a promise to Kenlon Winslow's son. And then they were like, well, he's gonna be just fine. He's gonna find him a team. He's gonna be just fine. You don't do this, folks. I could give you another.
How stupid are you?
I know, but that's exactly why you. This is here's an.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay, go ahead, go, coach.
And I apologize for the.
What you mean? Don't wait a minute before you start, coach. What you gonna say?
I'm gonna say sit on it right now.
Okay, all right. I'll take sit on it. I'll say sit on it for 100, Bob.
Okay, all of these quarterbacks and players are going to have to get used to sitting down together. They got to be a team. Yes, you see? And if he is a leader, and the NFL is different. I'm just speaking from a coach's point of view.
Yeah.
I'm saying they got to get used to it. And if he's a leader, he'll get out there and he will show them. That's the reason I could see the difference between Wentz, Heineke, and, of course, our last.
Yeah.
Well, but here's a great question I'm going to ask you, coach. I'm gonna ask you this one question, and I want to hear you honestly answer it. Okay, Heineke, you brought up Heineke, perfect example. If Heineke was told by Ron Rivera that he was going to pull him out of a game because he believed Kyle Allen was better in delivering the playbook to the wide receivers, would he be angry?
No, I don't believe so.
I think he would, and this is why.
That type of person that he would not be angry.
I think he would, and this is why. Because if you're on a roll, because we just had won a 4-game winning streak with him in the lineup. Five. Sorry, I'm 8. Hey, Taylor, I'm sorry, bro. I missed one, but 5-game winning streak, and you're gonna pull him for Kyle Allen because you believe he could throw down the field better than Taylor? No, he will be upset because the mentality of Taylor is I'm going to do it. I'm going to run it. I'm going to toss it, and then I'm going to throw it. He would be upset. This is the same situation, but he's not in the game situation mode that we're talking about. But I get what you're saying, Coach. You're right. But in this situation, he's not learning. He's learning that the Commanders are stiffing him of a pick at number 2 to become a Commander. This is what I'm saying.
Every quarterback got to earn it.
just said it. Remember, whoever come in, whether it's him, remember, he got to go against Variety, which is a former Heisman Trophy candidate, which is right now the starting quarterback for the Washington Commanders. Okay?
Okay.
So you got to go through him in order to be the starter.
But
you can
see,
come in saying, I'm going to be the starter, and you
No.
play a crappy preseason game,
Wait.
and then, you know, I spoke and said, you know what, Mariota,
Daniels is going to have to learn. I don't care what team he goes to.
Yeah. That's I understand what both of you are saying, and you're right. But here's the problem: how can you give him the chance if you're sitting with all the prospects?
That's how competition is.
No.
They all
No.
went that way.
No.
The NFL is
You got,
all the
okay,
teams
I know
do
you
that.
used to be on this young man. He was a five-star.
Well, they have. Well. I. There was a.
I'm gonna give you a chance to talk this year, but he was a five-star recruit all through his history and stuff.
There was a
This
whole
is the
party
first
right there,
time
and we just
somebody
missed
told
it.
him no, and he's been out of shape. So guess what? You know,
Well,
now
he
you can go
can
to it.
be out of shape. He just needs
I
to
think he's been out of shape
chill out.
because he let his agent talk to him. His agent ain't on the field.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say to that, and then we got to move on. I really am
Okay,
happy.
guys, everything is quiet now.
Okay, great. That party was lasting the whole year, but it's good, man. I'm glad your wife is back. But what I'm ultimately saying is I agree with both of y'all in that competitive aspect. But before you compete, you have to get on the field to be labeled the number one, starting pick. That's good. But in the draft, you're picking at 2. There are prospects that are going to be lined up to become number 2. But when you start giving reports that you want this guy to be number 2, you're misleading the person.
You would think may want to stab him in the mouth to get him number 2 pick.
No, listen. Here's what I'm saying. Hold on.
It's going to happen with other teams as well.
No.
That's just it. That's God. That's being honest.
No, listen.
He went to Minnesota. Remember, as soon as he gets to the Commanders, he went to Minnesota. So that means the Vikings may have to trade their number 11 and their number 23rd pick to the Commanders. So it's a whole bunch of trade things that's coming on too.
But see, here that
he went to Minnesota after he left us.
But see,
The
here's
Vikings got to do a whole bunch of trading with us to get him.
But see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. The misleading of information this is the exact point what I was making 2 weeks ago. And you bring it up to this point exactly what I've been saying. You're misleading, even though that he has to learn in the NFL, nothing is given. I get that. I get that 100% because you got to go through the 50-man roster to be on the 50-man. I get that.
Yeah,
53 man,
right.
53, excuse me. But I get that. Before you even go to the 53-man roster, you have to be selected in the NFL draft. There's a whole bunch of other people that wasn't even selected that's the undrafted free agents. So I get that point.
Right.
My point is that you are top 10 being picked from the NFL, and
You ought to be proud about that.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're proud to be here. You're thankful to be here. You brought your family. Your friends are watching on TV. Your high school coach is right there in your house, and all of a sudden you have a whole bunch of hats at the feet of your of the TV. The TV ain't going to show all the hats. You know why? Because they don't know who you're going to get picked, but only you do, because they're going to call you, and then.
Yeah.
At the day of the draft, you were told by millions of analysts. You have a call from ESPN. You have a call from NFL Network. You have a call from ABC, NBC, ABC, whatever affiliates. And they tell you you're going to get drafted by the Commanders. So get your Commander hat on, buddy. That W is yours because you're a winner. And then you're like, yeah, mom, yeah, dad. And then all of a sudden you see on the day of the draft, you're getting pinned by the Titans. And you go, what? Excuse me? I'm going where? Since when? All right, let me find out. Why are you picking Titans? Why am I going to the Titans? I was told I was going to get picked by the Commanders. Oh, Commanders had another person in mind. They're picking a punter at number 2. And then you're going to commit mass murders. Now, listen, folks, I'm not advocating for mass murders. I'm sorry.
Yes, y'all do. Y'all need a quarterback bad.
Badly. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, listen, I take that back, folks. This is the wrong advocation for it. I'm flowers and candy and robots. I do not commit any anyway. I'll go back to the regular program. Listen, what I'm suggesting is the things that are happening right now is that we cannot deter from the goal of getting Daniels. I'm between Daniels and Penix. Either of the two is fine. But you do not sit there and damage the kid's mind. He is in here to work. Just like what's that guy's name? Joe Millington III from Tennessee, who's RG3 like. He is willing to work his tail off to get to the NFL. And he did. His pro day was crazy, but he is willing to work. Okay, well, somebody opened the selling door. I hear you. There you go. But my point is, we cannot sit here and deter, our mindset to have an open casket. Open door for all the prospects to come in just to do an interview. You should have done that on Pro Day. You should have done that on Columbine Day.
I agree with that.
You cannot just do that at the last minute because you're uncertain. You get out of here. Uncertain. There's 2 great prospects in front of you and you're uncertain. So you need a big, massive prospects of quarterbacks. Get out of here. Stop. Stop. You heard me.
What happened to the Giants years ago when they picked Daniel Jones? Half of them fell off the TV.
Well, we're not Giants fans, right? We're going to ask the Giants fans next week when the Giant fan comes in here because he's supposed to come in. We're going to ask him that. But my point is, you don't do it. It's like going to the Wizards game and you see all the Wizards line up and you're like, I don't want this point guard. I want their point guard. And they're going to look at you. Why? He's under contract, right? Perfect. Yeah. Another perfect example. Denny Adinejad. Okay. We had the chance to get O.B. Toppin, who went to the Knicks. Luke can attest because he's a Knicks fan. O.B. Toppin was the top-rated center in the draft, who scores at least 20 points per game. He can shoot threes and he can go inside and generate his own shot. Who did we get? Denny Adinejad, who was an international sensation. And what happened? Nothing. He scored 43 points in a loss. He scored 32 in a loss. But the man keeps throwing his hands up asking when I'm going to get a foul every single time. The man needs to be traded. He is not a pick for us. Now, okay, then we move to the next topic of NBA because I got a question.
Has his coach talked to him about that? Hey,
Yes.
Before you move on to the NBA, I got a little bit of Cowboy news to share with you.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. So Lou and Gerald got Cowboy news. Go for it.
Okay. There's a rumor going around that we may sign Joey Bosa.
Really?
Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa of the Chargers?
Are you serious?
Of the Chargers.
Is that the Chargers? Yeah. Are you serious?
Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on, Gerald.
Wow.
Stop, Gerald. Stop,
I
man.
gotta do it with Zach because y'all have no money left.
Y'all don't have no capital. Who you gonna give up?
You only got the draft salary. You got the rookies cap money and stuff.
Yeah, you can't use that rookie cap
to a contract. And Zeke was asking more than $5 million to come back as a running back, and you couldn't afford that. You only signed 2 free agents this year. So how you going to get Joey Bosa? The only way to get Joey Bosa, you got to get rid of Zach or get rid of C. Lamb. You got to get rid of one of the two.
Oh, you probably will give up both. You probably give up both.
Here's my thought on that. Pass on Joey Bosa and get a young player out of the draft.
That's the only way, because they got draft money and they got undrafted free agent money. Money. I said the wrong thing. I apologize.
I heard you when you said that. I heard you.
No, you didn't. Kia, stop. You didn't hear nothing. There was something wrong with the mic.
Oh, yes, I did. I got you grand.
And she used to have her own show too now. Don't forget, back in the day now.
Oh, yeah, she did. She sure did.
Right.
Absolutely.
Get a younger player out of the draft cheap.
Well, I mean, y'all need
a rookie contract.
So you need a whole range of players, and the more I can say is if you have enough capital for the undrafted rookies, then you can do it. But I don't see them going after anybody because they don't have anybody to go after because they don't have the money.
That's just a rumor.
The rumor. Go ahead.
But what I heard is that y'all going after the running back for Texas. That's what I heard, and y'all definitely gonna go get him with y'all pick.
You're just gonna have to pick at least 4 people.
You talking about Johnson Brooks?
Yep, that's gonna be y'all number 1 pick. It's like 70% saying y'all gonna pick Brooks as your running back.
I don't trust that because there's other prospects in there that can stop the run. I don't know if he's the best out there for them, but he's a safe pick.
He's the best fullback. He's the best fullback out there. The best, all-purpose back. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, he's not only able to run out of the backfield, but he can run and catch also.
But see, here's the problem with that. After looking at the scheme that you run, you're not going to be running a high-powered running team because the way that Mike McCarthy playbook is pass, pass, pass. So there's no running game that's going to be over 20%. That's how I know that you're not picking a running back at that spot. You're either going to pick a tight end or guard or tackle, but you're never going to pick.
We don't need a tight end because we got
you don't. Well, you know what? You know what? That's what you think. That's what you think. But Mike McCarthy will say, "Aha! I fooled you again. Tight end, everybody."
I fooled you.
I need a center because guess what? The commander kicked up my center.
We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. All right, so let's go to the NBA.
Should have been gone a long time ago.
Well, you know how Jerry Jones is. Jerry Jones always courts the quarterback he wants for dinner in his house.
Exactly.
But let's go ahead to the NBA because the NBA playoffs is here, and the NBA playoffs did not go without a big bang because the Lakers went against the Pelicans and the Pelicans lost again. And now the Lakers are number 7. Now it's just day and night now because we're just waiting for that mid game where the Bulls are taking on the Hawks. The Bulls won, but the Hawks are coming back strong. It's over for the Wizards. I told y'all in the beginning we're not going anywhere. I got a lot of heat from that, and I just stood firm. And then, sure enough, they're like, "You were right, we were wrong." And I'm like, "I told you." But now they're thinking about getting some prospects, and here are some of the prospects that are coming. We got Rob Dillingham from Kentucky, freshman point guard. We got Zacharine, Retro France. Alex Sarr. Alex Sarr is looking pretty decent. I'm not too sure. And then we got the top 5, Richard Shepard from Kentucky, freshman, and Nikola Topic from Serbia, point guard. Those are the top 5s in the draft. I believe Alex Sarr is by far the primary target for the Wizards if we are selected at number 2. If we're selected at number 2 in the NBA draft coming this June, then we have a chance to either let go maybe 2 players. What would that 2 players be? Hey, Big Steve, what do you think?
You don't have me guessing because I guess one of them is gonna be forget his name. That's a forward. I know he's gonna be gone. So
yeah, they got rid of.
Not gonna renew his contract. I forgot his name. He's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
We need a center. If we could get because we got the chance to get between 1 and the top 3 picks of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would look at for the NC State center because he played a monster game throughout the NCAA, or the Kentucky center. Either one of them 2, we need a center. I've been saying that for the last 20 years.
Yeah, we do. But they had a center. They had Daniel Gafford. And look what Daniel Gafford's doing. He's killing it in Dallas. He's now going to go into the NBA Hall of Fame, man. It's just mind-boggling. How can we let go of prospect like that and say he's not good enough and then he
Let go of him.
Are we getting a new coach? We getting a new coach this year.
Best move that they ever made.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kia. And that's just
we getting a new coach this year too. Don't forget, y'all.
You know, here's my problem. Who is out there? Can we get who is out there that would take on this organization and bring this team to the playoffs? Who's out there?
The question is, who can take the headache
There you go.
that we call?
Yo, the kid's bringing the heat.
Y'all's new coach. 23 degrees. Remember that.
This is too much. I'm gonna get something to drink.
You know what? I hope they don't be going after no Juwan Howard. Please don't.
What? So we're not advocating for Juwan Howard to be with the Wizards. Why would Steve do that? Steve, shh, be quiet, man. They listening.
I heard his name was mentioned.
From who?
Rivers' name, please. Not a Rivers.
From who?
Steve, he's gonna get you.
Yeah, from Michigan. I heard somebody because somebody said Juwan Howard because he's no longer at Michigan because Michigan fired him. And then I heard Hubert Davis from North Carolina. Now, I'll work with Hubert Davis,
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
Yeah. Wow. Juwan Howard, the former Miami Heat assistant coach, and the coach of the Michigan Wolverines? No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. I would bust his tires.
Musical chairs.
Maybe.
This is like the horrible. You know what? Whoever's running these coaching carousels should really, really sit down and talk them to stop it because people are watching. Just stop. Just don't do it no more. You can stop now. Just go home. I know you're tired. There's no reason for you to come back tomorrow. We're going to give you your vacation leave. Go ahead and sit down. But look, there's no way in the world can we actually get Juwan Howard. That's like putting Chris Webber on at coach and like, hey Webb, man, we need you to go. Yeah. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Luke. Don't do that. That should be a T-shirt. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. So who is out there, folks? Who is out there that would take on the Wizards' job to coach them? Because the interim coach has no clue, but he actually is a good defensive coach. I give him that. But he's not a good coach.
That's good.
I want Randy Whitman back. I'm not gonna lie. I want Randy Whitman to come back out of retirement and say, I can't sit here and look at this crap no more. I'm gonna coach. Because you see what he did with John Wall and Bradley Beal and Paul Pierce. I want him here back because he broke the NBA record for the Wizards for the very first time. And I'm like, can he stay for another year? I'll pay his salary. I'll find some way. I will go out there and have a bake sale somewhere. I don't bake, but I'll try. But listen, the thing about it is that man ain't coming back. He ain't coming back one bit. And that's what's making me mad. But I'm gonna ask the panel a question and the NBA. All right. This is, and then we'll move on to baseball. So NBA playoffs are here. Do anybody know if the Lakers are going to make it to the finals again, or even to the conference finals? Let's start with Lou and end with Big Steve.
Conference finals, maybe, but I think there's a few teams in the West that the Nuggets have something to say about that. So, because the West was really strong this year.
Yes, it is.
The top three.
Yes,
the Lakers, they had their moments, but after when they had the playing game, they kind of fell back a bit, and it took them a while to get, to where now to even make the playoffs here. So while they've had a good run on the stretch, I don't know if it's going to be enough to get them, to a final. I think there's a few teams in the West that might have something to say about that.
Good point. Good point. Kia, what you think?
Well, do not get upset with me, fellas and ladies.
What you mean? Why would I get upset with you?
But I'm not the basketball type girl.
That's fine. Just agree and nod and we'll move on.
Okay.
The Wizards, I'm not going to lie, the Wizards, Jesus Christ. I hope they do better next year.
I agree with that sentiment, Kia. Okay.
I'm like, good Lord.
She said, good Lord.
The other question, can you please repeat that question? I will give you my honest answer.
Okay.
I know
I would most certainly do that.
Her mind, man.
I know that is awesome. So my question was, the Lakers were projected at going back to the finals. I asked Lou. He said he doesn't think so. He said there's a lot of teams in the West that are strong, which is true. Do you agree with that sentiment that the Lakers will not go back to the finals or even conference finals?
if they work hard and pray to God. That's my statement.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
God is
good.
listening. God is listening. What you think, Coach?
I think they're gonna have to really buckle down. Yeah. Pray to God. And yes, I'm with Kia. I'm like, otherwise, they're gonna have to really get into it. I mean, buckle down.
Yeah. What do you think, Gerald?
They're not going to make it.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think?
There's too many teams in the West that are hungry.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That is very true.
Wizards, not
And
Wizards.
we all know what team that is.
Warriors. Yeah, the Warriors, the Denver Nuggets,
Yeah,
I like the Warriors. Yeah.
the Warriors. They took it on another. I'm gonna give my point. I'm sorry. I got Steve to ask. I'm sorry, Steve. I didn't mean to take your spot, bro. Go ahead, man. What do you think?
No, ain't no problem. Like I said, you're going to see a real team against the Lakers tonight, and that's the Denver Nuggets. The team that beat them up 4-0 last year. So they're going to beat them. And then Nick Nurse could be the next Wizards head coach. Former Toronto Raptors.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Possibility.
Steve, why you keep doing that, bro?
Sounded like that you heard his feelings.
Yo, a little bit, Key. A little bit. He keeps doing that. He keeps throwing egg in my face. Go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
No, I'm finished. Go ahead.
No, man, you can't be doing that. Listen, there's so many other coaches out there. You just can't. This guy is one of the worst in calling timeouts. He'll let the other team score at least 50 points on you before he calls a timeout in the game. I don't like that dude.
But remember, he lost his job because of a playoff loss. A playoff loss. I mean, don't get wrong. He didn't have everybody. Remember, he still put up a team without. Remember, my boys went to Clippers and everybody else, but he still had a decent enough team to go to the playoffs, and they just lost one game, and that was it. So I'll say he's done a decent job with very decent players.
All I can say is there are other candidates out there other than that guy that we could potentially get who could actually give this team a shot of going to a conference finals, and that guy is not it. But I hear you, and I
with the former Milwaukee Bucks coach.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
I give him the benefit of doubt. Yeah, no doubt. I give him a chance, but the other guy, I would throw him out. But anyway, listen.
In fact, Philly talking about getting him.
Yeah, let Philly have him. Yeah, Philly has going through a lot of coaches. They need him to lose again. But we have one more to go. Baltimore Orioles. Well, let me stay it like this, and we'll go to the Orioles. We got Washington Capitals. They made it to the playoffs, folks. They made it to the playoffs. Tomorrow is the first round, and they play the Rangers, which is why would they go against the Rangers? They should go against the Hurricane or somebody else. But no, they go against the Rangers, and that's a big task. But I gotta ask Lou and Gerald, what do you two think? Are we gonna win game 1 or game 2?
Who they playing?
Rangers.
Rangers gonna take it.
You're so optimistic today, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
She being honest.
No, he's supposed to lie to me. He's supposed to say they're gonna lose.
They gonna win. I'm sorry.
Gosh darn it, kid. You too.
Hey, I'm a Ranger fan, man. I'm a Ranger fan, so I got to go with my Rangers.
I'm gonna have to block you now.
You just gotta take the bet.
I'm gonna have to block you. I'm sorry.
Come on now, Russ.
I ain't gonna block you, man. Come on now. Yeah, what's up?
Believe it or not, the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs are going up
There you go.
for the President Cup again.
There you go. Congrats to the Railroad Dogs.
I'm ready for them.
Hey, that's a perfect way, man. And Gerald, we're gonna have to talk about you liking the Rangers a little bit after the show, but don't worry about it. What do you think, Lou? Are they gonna win?
Yo, you do know it's tougher than the New York Rangers, not the Texas Rangers, right?
Right. Right. Good one, Lou. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, man. Now let's go to Baltimore, folks. If we finish Baltimore, we completed the sweep for the first time in DMV history, or the second time. Anyway, but the Baltimore Orioles, they keep winning. They're 12-7, second place in the AL East. You know, the Yankees are number 1, whoop-de-doo. But now they lost to the Royals. So the Royals, game 2 starts today. Who do we got? We got Burns at pitching. And then we have the Reagan who lost. So I'm going with the Orioles. We're gonna start with Big Steve and end with Lou. Who is going to win today? Let's go, Steve. Orioles or Royals?
I'm gonna go Orioles 6-3.
There you go. There you go. What you got, Gerald?
Who's playing again?
Orioles and Royals.
Rangers. I'm gonna go Rangers. Orioles, and I won't go Rangers 6-5. It's gonna be close.
You disappoint me, man. You disappoint me. Yeah, I don't understand, man. Come Come on, man. Why you put Texas in there?
Hey, because I live in Texas.
Well, then you can stop living in Texas, man. Come to Baltimore.
Nah.
I'm joking. What you got, Coach?
Orioles.
There you go.
I'd say 6-3, man.
6-3. Good.
Yep.
All right. What you got, Kia?
Baltimore Orioles.
See, this is
Oh,
why.
yeah.
This is why you got to be on this show to feel the energy that Kia just brings. Y'all awesome. What you think, Lou?
Orioles 7-5.
That's the first time I ever heard you say Orioles, man. You make me proud. Talk to Gerald. Talk to Gerald for me. Tell him to say Orioles much louder than that.
After the show.
There you go.
Nope, that ain't what happened. That's like me saying when Washington plays Dallas. That's like me saying Washington's gonna beat Dallas.
Well, you
Nope.
just said it. You just said it already. You just said it. So it's already good. We got you on recording, Gerald. You can't change it, man. You can't change it. I'm sorry. Hey, we have fun here. This is awesome. I love it. Yo,
Hey.
what do anybody want to talk about? We got about 6 minutes left, so I'm gonna put the challenge on you. So we're gonna start with Lou and end with Steve. So what sports related topic you want to talk about?
Well, let's see. I was gonna say the draft for next week. But what do you make with so far? What surprised you about the MLB season so far?
Well, so right now, what's impressing me is Soto. Juan Soto is actually doing pretty well with the Yankees. I didn't even think he was going to be that dynamic, but I know you did. You told me, but I see why he was an intricate part to get from the Nationals to him to y'all. I think he's going to be okay, but I don't see the dominance there. Judge was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be dominant, but it's not clicking yet. But I give it time. All right, Kia.
What's up?
Any sports related topic you want to talk about? We got about 5 minutes.
Not on the top of my head. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's cool. No worries. No worries whatsoever. Coach.
Well, I'm just hoping that we do get our quarterback for the Washington Commanders.
Yeah.
And that he will be able and, know where his players are supposed to be, put it into action, bring up the surprise,
Mm-hmm.
and let's roll.
The one thing
We got it now.
The one thing I do know is that he is football savvy. His football IQ is by far any other high IQ that we ever seen other than RG3 and Daniel Haskins. But he is by far agent in the pocket. That's one thing I saw in his delivery when he's in LSU. Also, who has that same IQ is Michael Penix in Washington State. Both of them carry themselves in that same manner. Gerald.
Let's see. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the Commanders are going to either pick up J.J. McCarthy or Michael Penix Jr.
Wow, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That's the J.J. McCarthy. Wow. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of pitchforks at FedEx Stadium or whatever the stadium they're going to name it. They're going to be throwing eggs, cheese,
I've been
bacon.
hearing too much about hogs, and man, they are not pigs. I don't care.
That's true.
Either one of those
Yo, that was hilarious. I love that comment, but we got to get to Steve real quick because if I say anything, he's going to lose his chance. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay, a long time ago, we picked up a person named Ramsey. with the number 5 jersey.
Oh, don't
And
say
get all that
Patrick.
healthy goodies, you get his staff, and now he's a U.S. congressman. We're gonna get Daniels because all jokes aside, this is a business matter. It's Agent can say all he wants to, but we're gonna pick him as the number 1 pick. And like I said, we're gonna have a very deadly team this year with the players we picked up and the coaches we picked up. So the Cowboy fans that they're listening out there, the NFC East and the NFL, watch out.
Yep, no, the Commanders ain't going to win the East. It's going to come down to Dallas.
What?
You want to make a bet?
Wow, that was a bold statement, Gerald. That came out of nowhere.
It's going to come down to Dallas and Philly again.
Oh, that is just hurtful right there, man.
One hit, y'all got no defense. We both got both your ends, your tight ends.
Yeah, have a defense, have an offense.
Both your ends, your center, your safety. Man, we just pick it up.
Well, that being...
And your defensive coach. And your
We're just
defensive
going to pick it
coach.
off and run it, man. We're going to be gone.
Well, we got to give Coach the last word. So with that being said, I want to thank Louis Tenor, host of the Enhanced Sports Show, co-host. I want to thank Kia for coming in, Coach, Gerald, and Big Steve, and Miriam, who does this. And the voiceover would go to Miriam Alvarez. She just woke up from Campbell Soup hiatus, so, and that's Campbell Soup talking, folks. You never know nothing about that until you lived it. All right, so y'all human second, you're human first, everything second. You're conquerors by definition. So go conquer your dream. That's what you live for. I want to thank everybody coming in. Without you guys, I wouldn't have a show. So be safe out there. Have a great weekend. And don't worry. You're going to follow your dreams. All right. God bless every last one of you.
God bless you.
Good
man.
night.
Hey, can't wait to
God
talk
bless.
about our new quarterback.
Hey, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Say a prayer.
Hey, man.
With that being said, I want to thank everybody for coming in and having a good time with us. So be sure to come in next Saturday and have fun and talk about sports related topics, and be safe out there, and peace, and be safe. Have a great weekend.